Hi, I'm Brett Peterson, the Business Rogue, and today we're going to talk about employees. By the end of this video, you should have some ideas about how to look for your first employee, what you should look for in them, and how to be as a boss. As always, if you're new here, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and the like button on the video. It helps us get higher in the algorithm so more people can see the work we're trying to do. Alright, let's get started. First and foremost, you probably need to hire an employee before you think you need to. I find that entrepreneurs tend to fall into one of two camps. Either they want to do absolutely everything themselves and burn out, or they want to do absolutely nothing themselves and don't get anything done. You want to fall somewhere in the middle, and having the right number of employees helps with that. Trust is my first and primary characteristic that I'm looking for in an employee. I can teach skills. I can't teach honesty. That has to be a foundation. If you can't trust them, you shouldn't hire them. Full stop. Second, work ethic. Hire for work ethic. Somebody who works hard and is not as skilled will do better for you than someone who's very skilled and doesn't work very hard. Here's why. The unskilled person is probably going to keep improving a lot faster than the skilled, lazy person is. There may be some exceptions. Maybe you have a superstar programmer, for example, that really does write 100 times better code than other people. Perhaps. I've heard of people like that. However, if there's a 100x performer that you've got a chance to get on your team, odds are they have greener pastures unless you have very deep pockets. I would rather have a hard worker who I trust, who is decent, than a phenomenal person I don't trust, or who is lazy. Then hire for skill. What skills do you need? That's the question I want you to focus in on. Often, huge chunks of your day are taken up with non-skilled activity. There's all of the administrative and logistical work that you do as a solopreneur that keeps you from doing the things you're skilled at. Why not hire an office assistant or an intern or a office manager? If you're a technical person to start with, look for somebody who can complement you on all of the fiddly stuff that you don't care about. Those general skills tend to be a lot cheaper in an employee than the very hyper-specialized skills. It lets you focus as an entrepreneur on what you are best at, adding value to your company. If you're an entrepreneur on the business side and you need technical expertise, consider bringing on a partner, a technical partner first, rather than trying to hire that expertise in. Unless, again, you're already funded and you have deep pockets and you can afford to pay a specialist what they're worth, and they know what they're worth in the open market, consider bringing them on as a partner instead. Consider an equity payment. If you still need an employee on the technical side, if all of this hasn't dissuaded you, then look at paying part-time work or gig work or a fixed fee work, side work for somebody, so you don't need to support them and their family from now into the future, but you can hire them for a limited time. Hey, I need you to get this release made. Can you bid out just this fixed work project? An excellent programmer who wants to make a little bit of extra money on the side might be able to pick that up without risking their health and future and well-being. You are going to be the hardest worker in your business, and you should be. You're the owner. Find somebody who lets you be more effective at what you do. Then, be the kind of employer you've always wanted. So if you think it's important to be supportive, empathetic, involved in your employees' lives, be that way. If you think it's important to be respectful of their privacy and supportive at work, but hard work-life balance separation, let people have a life outside of work and not be involved in lives, be that way. Be clear about that in the interviews. When you're interviewing people, here's how I want to be as an employer. Is that what you're looking for in an employer? Have that conversation up front. Be clear and transparent. What kind of boss do you want to be? And what kind of boss are they looking for? Finally, be conscious about the type of person you're bringing in terms of company culture. If someone is gregarious, they're going to be easier to bring energy to situations. If your company is already high stress, high energy, maybe somebody who's a little bit more reserved helps dampen that and brings the abundance of energy down to an acceptable level. If you're looking for someone who is just like you to do more of the same, that's good. You'll get more of the same done, but you won't have the benefit of an outside perspective. If you hire somebody who's very different than you, you'll have less in common, and it will be more difficult probably to build empathy with them and connections with them, but you have benefit of an outside perspective. They will catch things that you don't. Be conscious about it. That's the most important thing. As an employer, do not just hire the first person who walks through the door unless you've also interviewed 4 other people and figured out that first person really was the best fit for your company. So look for honest people who have a good work ethic and the right kind of skills that make you better as an entrepreneur. Be conscious about who you're bringing in and why, and the type of culture you're building as part of that. Also, please, as a personal note, please pay your employees. Don't ever bring on unpaid employees unless there's some kind of equity stake or percentage cut for them or something. Sometimes people need to work on spec, but if you're making money, please make sure the people working for you are also making money. My challenge to you this week is to think about one employee you could add. Who would help your company most next? Who would help your company? What kind of person you're looking for who could help your company in terms of work ethic or skills or culture or perspective? Post in the comments your struggles, your questions, your ideas around this, what the type of person you're looking for, and how that would help your business. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit, again, the like button and the notification bell and the subscribe button and all the other buttons so we can get higher in the algorithm and more people can see this work we're trying to do. Good luck starting your business. We'll see you next time.